public hearing regarding 3 separate matters, all of which are related to the regulatory program. Part 1 covers rescission of 3 docket approvals. Part 2 deals with action on applications that have been submitted for the Commission action at this meeting. And Part 3 is a request for a partial fee waiver from SWEPI LP. For all 3 parts of this public hearing, the Chairman reserves the right to limit oral statements or testimony in the interest of time and to otherwise control the course of the hearing. Also, with respect to any public testimony, those who indicated in advance that they wish to testify will be called upon first. Part 1, docket rescissions. At this time, I'd like to call Senior SRBC Project Review Manager Andrew Dehoff, who will discuss the rescissions.
Thank you, Madam Chair. As you stated, the staff is bringing before you today 3 requested rescissions of existing approvals. They are as follows. First, from Exco Resources, withdrawal from Pine Creek, docket number 2008-1203. Also, Exco Resources from an unnamed tributary to Sandy Run, docket number 2008-1209. Exco has indicated that they are abandoning those 2 withdrawals. No interest in continuing to use them. The Possum Valley Municipal Authority, docket number 2009-0636, for withdrawal from Reservoir. Possum Valley has decommissioned that source and obviously turned in their DEP allocation. Staff is recommending that the Commission rescind these 3 approvals.
Thank you. Comments or questions from commissioners? Comments or questions from the public on these 3 rescissions?
Amen.
A motion from a commissioner to rescind these 3 dockets.
So moved.
Is there a second?
Second.
Commissioners in favor vote aye.
Aye.
Aye. Any opposed? Thank you, sir. Moving on to Part B.
Thank you, Madam Chair. Take a very few minutes to discuss the regulatory authorities of the Commission related to withdrawals. Groundwater and surface water withdrawals, our threshold are 100,000 gallons per day as a 30-day average. Consumptive use, 20,000 gallons per day as a 30-day average. If a withdrawal requires consumptive use approval, but under the 100,000 gallons per day as a 30-day average, it would also require a withdrawal approval in addition to the consumptive use approval. The Commission regulates diversions into or out of the basin, diversions bringing water into the basin, any amount of water subject to our regulations. Diversions out of the basin, 20,000 gallons per day is a 30-day average or more are subject to our regulations. When it comes to the natural gas well development, any use at all, the very first gallon of withdrawal or consumptive use is subject to our regulations. And for the benefit of attendees today, just a real brief recitation of some of the project review application requirements and the standard conditions that we often recommend for inclusion in approvals. When a project sponsor submits an application, there's a notification requirement of the local government agencies, also the nearby property owners, and requirements for public notice in newspapers that serve the area. Commission staff coordinates very closely with our member agencies, particularly Department of Environmental Protection, National Fish and Boat Commission, New York State Department of Environmental Conservation, and Maryland Department of Environment. To groundwater, a request for a groundwater withdrawal, Commission staff, or actually regulations require conducting an aquifer test to demonstrate the availability of water in the aquifer, the targeted aquifer. Any approved application would include metering, monitoring, and reporting of the water withdrawals and use. Once it's approved, if it's approved, we have compliance staff that conduct periodic inspections of the withdrawal sites to ensure compliance with conditions. when we assess the requested withdrawals, if we discover that there's a potential for significant adverse impacts, we will recommend imposition of conditions to mitigate for those impacts, along with some standard conditions regarding water conservation and the ability of the Commission to reopen any docket at any time for any reason.